I walked my daughter to school. That's the first time in ages. Well, it's been a while. And I threw my back out a couple weeks ago, and from the start was barely able to walk at all. Sorry, my lips are numb. So numb. I didn't go just like this. I just took my coat off. I'm taking my hat off too, huh? Oh, it's cold. Here in Utah, it's cold. So I hadn't been able to walk hardly at all. And then I had started just with little bits of walking and kind of, laps here inside the house, which it's a small house, so it works out perfect. But I finally, after my adjustment yesterday morning, I thought, you know what, I'm feeling pretty good. And he even suggested start walking. And I have a Disney World trip with my son coming up. I think it's in 72 days. So it's time to get ready. Time to do it. Oh, this body. I love this body. I treasure, I honor this body. I appreciate this body. I'm saying that more for me than anybody else to remind myself how grateful I am for the body that I do have. I am incredibly fortunate. Feeling pretty good. The walk, it's about just over a mile that I did round trip, which not a huge amount, except that I'm recovering and this is my first walk in a while. My back is tender. I will be taking some ibuprofen and using some ice, but and then some heat, and then some ice, and then some heat, as per usual. But I feel good. I do. I feel energized. I feel the crispness of fall, my favorite time of year. That just, it feels so wonderful. It's like it infused into my soul and into every part of my being. And that is good. And that I needed that. Just my soul, my heart, I needed that. And exercise, it's a good thing when done the right way. And if you listen to your body and, don't overdo it and just, it feels good. It feels good. I'm going to walk again tomorrow. Gonna do it. I'll walk her to school tomorrow and not gonna push it, nothing. Just gonna do basically exactly what I did today, and then we'll see how it goes. And this will be kind of the plan for the next week. Just this kind of walking, and then we'll go from there and see how we feel. I'll get my back adjusted probably one more time and just continue with my stretching and everything that I'm doing here at home. And then reevaluate in a week, 2 weeks of just doing this, a mile to a mile and a half a day, see how I'm doing, and then try to push a little bit more in order to, get ready for 6 days in the parks with my son, where you average, 6 to 11 miles a day, depending on the day. So definitely going to get ready for that. I'm feeling very positive this morning. Yes, I live in a sickly, broken body, but I'm happy right now in this moment after this wonderful walk and feeling so much improvement. Yeah. Things are looking up. And it's important to acknowledge that. Don't be fake positive. Fake positive is no good. That's toxic. If you're not happy, if you are hurting so much that you can't even think straight, if you're in that place, then acknowledge that you're in that place and you are allowed to feel that. Just try not to dwell and, stay there and put up curtains. Try to find the happiness and the positivity, but don't force it or fake it. And I'm not forcing or faking it. And that's a really good feeling because I haven't felt this good in a few weeks, maybe longer, even before I hurt my back. A lot of stuff, going on, and then and that's why I'm doing these kind of videos now, working really hard on the acceptance part of all of this. I may never go into remission again. This might continue at breakneck speed, autoimmune disease. And this might be the healthiest and the most able I ever am again in my life. And that's an incredibly depressing thought. But it can also be a motivating thought, a catalyst for living my best and my most wonderful life as I'm able in this body. It's been really hard trying to wrap my mind around it and come to terms with things while still very hopeful about going into remission. I've mentioned before, I do not want to go down the path of those medications like methotrexate and all that kind of stuff again. I don't want to do that. My liver got really bad. Things were not good. Test results. Anyway, a lot of stuff. And I have like no immune system. Between that and the immunosuppressants that I took for years and years for my allergy problems. So I don't want to go that route. That's what I have chosen. Unless I am just so desperate and they've come up with way better medications in the next decade, which can happen. Absolutely could happen. Way better medications that are effective, but with less of those horrible side effects. Yeah, it's not what I've chosen to do. But that means, okay, then you have to find alternative therapies, other options, and those include exercising and stretching and dry needling and trigger points and massage and chiropractic and, not eating sugar, things like that. And I'm working on it slowly but surely. And slowly but surely pulling myself out of that kind of dark place that I've been in the past few weeks. There's other things. My daughter is sick, and it's a thing that we'll be dealing with for the rest of her life. And, it wears on you. It does. And you're allowed to feel that. I am allowed to feel that. But again, try not to take up residence there. So my challenge for you today, I've given you mine, my positive thoughts. Please give me your positive thought today. What is it that you are grateful for today? It is November. Here in the US, it's Thanksgiving time. So what are you thankful for today? What can you be positive about today? What is that wonderful positive thing? It can be teeny tiny. It can be the fact that you woke up this morning, and that's a positive thing. But one thing in your life right now that you can say, yeah, my body, it's shit, it's just shit. But I had the most amazing coffee this morning. Or my daughter came to visit and brought me a pie. Or the mailman said hello and have a nice day. What is it? Yes, it can be that small. Because you know as well as I do that those teeny tiny things can mean a world of difference on your darkest day. So tell me what yours is. And I've been Julie. You've been wonderful. And we'll get through, guys, and we'll make the best and the most of whatever it is that we have here in this crazy little thing called life. I'll see you very soon.